Thank you so much for having me again, Derek. I'm so grateful for being partnered with you guys and being a resource of information regarding home warranty. For those who have not had an opportunity to meet me either over the phone, through email, texting, or in person, I'm Keri Smith with Choice Home Warranty. And so starting you guys off with something maybe fun. So try not to use Google and be a Googler on this, but I do have a trivia teaser of asking you guys may not be aware of when did home warranties begin? How did, what year did home warranties actually start? And so I'm going to leave you with that. Please, somebody's Googling. I see somebody answering in the chat, but I will get to the answer here in a few. But I am Keri Smith. I am a human. I have been in the real estate industry for, almost 20 years. Started out, brief synopsis of getting my real estate license back in 2003. So I was an agent for 11 years. I still have my license, but I think it's inactive. It might be totally expired. I'm not quite sure. That's not my main focus right now. I'm a home warranty rep. But I've been licensed. I've been a new agent. I've been a seasoned agent, individual agent. I never worked on a team. But going through the recession and back in 11, 12 years ago, not the one that we're already in, it was my journey with staying within the industry and becoming an opportunity with home warranty. So this is where I'm at right now. Been doing it for 8 years, worked for another company and transitioned over to Choice in 2019. So that's me in a nutshell. There's a lot bigger picture and an encyclopedia behind just what I said, but giving you the Cliff Notes version about myself. Customer service industry, ever since I was 7 years old, being a newspaper girl was my very first job. For all you young people out there, there were young kids who used to actually take papers and hand walk them to people's doors way back in the day. But that was my very first job that I ever had. But kind of moving into why I'm talking and presenting today is to better educate you guys about the home warranty industry. What is a home warranty? And, a lot of people get us mixed up with homeowners insurance. Home warranties are not required in the state of Georgia. What I say to what I call normal people outside of the real estate industry, and even when I coach and I have an opportunity to coach new agents, the definition of a home warranty, you can most certainly Google it and pull up the Webster's Dictionary version. However, keeping it short and sweet and easy for homeowners and your buyers and sellers to better understand home warranty is that it is a service agreement for the systems and appliances located within the home and that fail due to normal wear and tear. So you're not going into true detail as to what it is going to cover, because you should not have any idea what it's going to cover, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But you are giving them a brief synopsis as to the definition and what it is. It is there essentially to help people save money on unexpected repairs and or replacements that happen during their home ownership. Another analogy I love to use with people is that it acts like a coupon. Who doesn't know what a coupon is, right? We all know what coupons are. We all love coupons. They help save us money. So I'm going to go old school here again with the newspaper thing where, just like if you got a Sunday newspaper delivered at your doorstep and you see a large Macy's 75% off coupon on the front page. Well, of course, you'd be like, oh, wow, I'm going to cut it out, take it to Macy's, get 75% off. You get to Macy's, you start collecting everything up off the racks, you take it to the checkout counter, and the lady or the man starts telling you, the polo shirt's not on sale. You can't use a coupon for that. Or the shoes are 15% off. The jewelry's 10% off. You start finding out what that small fine print on that coupon really covers. That's kind of how we work and operate when it comes to home warranties, is that we don't essentially know what's going to be covered or not with repair and or replacement until a licensed technician goes out to further evaluate to find out what the cause of the failure is with that specific situation. So I say that to you in general aspects with the industry as a whole. With choice, especially, we don't have any age restrictions, and we try to, if something it cannot be repaired, we will try to replace. If you have questions about that, please always feel free to reach out to me. But moving along with, and I couldn't keep up with the chats there, but the answer to the trivia question, what year was home warranties brought into existence? And it was 1974. So for all of you guys who think that home warranties are a brand new thing and, just came around, home warranties may be older than you. They're two different separate coverages. Okay, so what's most important with both buyers and sellers, or anyone in general, is setting the correct expectations. What this means is that how are you versing and scripting to your sellers and your buyers? They should be two separate conversations that you're having, if you are having those conversations with your clients. With scripting to your seller and going on your listing appointments, there's a thing called seller's coverage during the listing period. I tend to pull away from using the word free. Nothing in life is for free, right? So same with home warranties. Yes, it may be a complimentary coverage with some companies. Choice offers a complimentary coverage during the listing period. And what that specifically means is that there's no upfront cost out of anyone's pocket to purchase the coverage up front. However, the expectation should be set with your seller client and the conversation as to why this coverage should be put in place. The why should not be, it's going to cover you for all the things that have not worked in your house for the past 20 years. That's not the conversation that should be with your sellers. Everything should be in good, safe working condition at the time the coverage goes into place, including your seller client. So just because that they haven't used their dining room in the past 20 years and they had no idea that none of the electrical worked, that doesn't constitute the reasoning why a home warranty should cover those failures. All should be in good, safe working condition. But if I was back being an agent representing my seller and going into a listing appointment, how I would present it would be that there is a complimentary coverage during the listing period. There's no upfront cost to it. However, in the market that we're transitioning in right now, and observing and going around your house and knowing that there are some older systems or appliances that may be reaching their life expectancy or going past their life expectancy, it may be a benefit for us to use a home warranty in our marketing. When a buyer does come around, we can use it as a tool to negotiate with the buyer. So instead of a buyer coming in and saying, hey, Mr. Seller, your HVAC system is 28 years old. I want you to reduce the sales price $10,000 or give us a $10,000, I forget the term, Derek, I'm so sorry, concession. You get to keep, number one, more money for your seller with offering a home warranty that may be $500, $600, $700 versus the $10,000 price reduction. And then look at it this way too. You may be keeping more commission back into your pocket for the price not reducing. As far as with negotiating a home warranty, this market and the current market that we're in, I travel all over the state of Georgia. And so in the different markets, when this craziness started happening about a year and a half ago, I started hearing Metro Atlanta with the multiple offers, the craziness starting, and then it yo-yoed out to all the outlining areas of the state, the more rural areas. Whoever thought that Waycross, Georgia would have had multiple offer situations. The inventory plummeted across the United States. And so I now find, and we are starting to see this in Metro Atlanta, but it's starting to yo-yo back as far as with the market softening up and the outlining areas coming back to normalizing as to pre-pandemic of a market. Not so much, I'm kind of over the whole shifting thing, but it's more normalizing again. And so Sellers are, it seems like right when July hit, right after July 4th, it's like a light switch went off. I started getting the calls of agents like, hey, Keri, I haven't ordered a home warranty in 2 years. I forget how to do it. How do I do it? I have a closing coming up. Sellers are starting to be more open-minded about providing one because they don't want the buyers asking them to drop their sales prices. I'm not quite sure what all is going on with the negotiations, but to prevent that termination and release, the TNRing that I think is on the rise right now, with your sellers possibly considering providing the home warranty, trying to keep that transaction together. Sellers are agreeing to it. So I have seen a significant rise with setting up invoices for closing, providing those to the attorneys. So with negotiating the warranty, this market is adjusting. The mindset of the agents that I've talked to over the past year and a half, it's been a little bit frustrating for me to where the seasoned agents who were familiar with the market before the pandemic, Keri, I just can't get the seller to agree on anything. They're not providing anything. That was the mindset of the seasoned agents out there. However, what I have found on the backstage area is that their buyer clients closed on a home, no home warranty was given or concessioned, but many months or weeks after closing, their buyer clients purchasing a warranty after closing. Now, I will caution you guys, with Choice, we have two different departments. I'm going to use my hands on this one. And so when people Google, when normal people Google, which they all do, they Google Choice because they may have heard that word before and they're like, okay, Choice. When they go to Google, when they Google Choice, it takes them to a different department than what I work in. So it's essential for your real estate clients or anybody in your sphere to know that you point them to the local representative or the real estate product. The consumer department is totally different. Different small fine print, different caps limits. It could have different pricing with some other different home warranty companies, but making sure that your clients are directed in the correct way, I think, is super important. Talking to some of my competitors, the same thing, where people were purchasing the home warranty after closing, possibly going into the incorrect product. Now this summer, people placing claims, and we're coming to find out this is what a lot of folks did the past year, is kind of go rogue with ordering warranty. So now that, and again, I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here, but getting back into negotiating the home warranty, don't be afraid, you guys, in this market, in the cooling off, is that asking, whether it be in the initial offer or in your ATAC, about asking the seller to contribute towards a warranty. Don't be afraid to do that. Question I have that leads into your special stipulation or something that you're putting in your amendments should be the automated home warranty special stipulation that is in the GAR forms. The only thing I suggest on the back side or the end of that period of that special stipulation is to put in who is to order the warranty prior to closing. So as far as with that, with the good, safe working condition, this crazy market, I'm going to go back to that again. All too often, the conversations I would have would be agents, well, we didn't have a due diligence. The seller wouldn't agree to it. We had to do a clean contract. Okay, well, clean contract does not constitute that if something should break after closing, the home warranty should cover it. Everything should be in good, safe working condition and verified. If by chance, you guys, if by chance you're representing a client to where they opt not to get a home inspection or some sort of verification, or hey, my dad who's like 81 years old used to be a home inspector or an HVAC technician or general contractor, that's great. That is great and all. However, if a home warranty is in your transaction, I would highly recommend getting documentation of it being confirmed and in good, safe working condition. I myself, all the stuff I've seen over the years, I would still get either a home inspection done, or if I was concerned with any of the major components of the house, like a 28-year-old HVAC, I would most certainly get a licensed technician out there to give me some sort of verification that it is in good, safe working condition. I've seen a lot of stuff. I have a lot of crazy stories to share. However, that is the best advice I could give. Even if the house is like a 2-year-old new construction type of home under 5 years of age, I myself would still get some sort of documentation that those major systems are in good, safe working condition. And I'll give you this tidbit of information. During the pandemic, you guys, the whole world shut down. Manufacturers had shut down. Everything shut down. Okay, so how that affected us and why I'm bringing this up, because you already know it, is that 2021, all these manufacturers were trying to spit out all this equipment that they were not able to manufacture in 6 months when everything was shut down. So they were trying to rush all this equipment off their production lines. I have had more situations with brand new equipment being installed over the past year than probably the 8 years I've been in home warranty. The newer equipment is just not, I think, as well made as the older stuff. So, you know, with the newer systems, and even though the new construction in 2020, you should be guiding your clients to get things confirmed before they sign and dot all the I's and cross all the T's at closing, is my suggestion. You know, if the systems are not being checked, it's like playing Russian roulette, you guys. It's just, and especially with the home warranty involved, it's a buyer beware situation. Just as far as what I caution homeowners, you know, if you're buying this home warranty without getting a home inspection done or a licensed technician verifying, if your AC goes out 2 days after closing, or better yet, as you're moving into the house the day of closing and you ordered the warranty and your policy went into the place the day of closing, and your AC is a 12-pound refrigerant system and it has 0 refrigerant in it, guess what? More than likely, it's not going to be a covered item unless you show documentation that it was in good, safe working condition. You know, as far as with approaching as an agent with a situation, keeping it professional. You know, there are some things that reps can help with, and then there's other situations and claims and situations that they may try all their power to be an advocate for your client, but may not be able to obtain results how you need or how you want. But again, you know, as far as with, we are all team members. I'm here as an advocate for you and your clients as much as I can be. But that is one thing with all of these companies. And again, coming on this side of the fence, it is all in who you know, and having that personal connection and relationship is there. So anyways, I just appreciate you guys having me. I welcome any and all questions, concerns. Please always feel free to reach out to me. I'm available through text, email, call me. If you text or if you message through Facebook or IG, Instagramming and tweeting, not so much. I may not check it for a day or two, but email, text, and calling are the best ways to reach me.